Welcome to Middle School Academic Derby. I'm Brent Anderson, and I'll be your moderator for today's match between the Panthers from Hunters Creek Middle School and the Falcons from Trexler Middle School. Let's get started by introducing our teams. We have first our team from Trexler Middle School, coached by Susan Rogers.
Samantha Anthony, 8th grade.
Caroline Cubis, 6th grade. Lily Miracle, 6th grade.
Sydney Davis, 7th grade.
And now our team from Hunters Creek Middle School, coached by Jeffrey Ardito.
Dante Jones, 8th grade.
Nicia Medina, 6th grade.
Robin Brill, 7th grade.
Cassidy Roberts, 7th grade.
Now in our first round, we're going to ask 7 questions to each team. If the first team doesn't answer, the second team will have a chance at the same question. After the first team has heard all their questions and had a chance to answer, the second team will have the same opportunity. We're going to begin on our team on the top row, which is our team from Hunters Creek. So Hunters Creek, go ahead and get your buzzers ready. And always remember, please wait until I call your name to give us an answer. All right, first question for you is a history question. What name have historians applied to the 1930s weather phenomenon that greatly damaged the ecology and agriculture of both the United States and Canadian prairie regions and forced the migration of thousands of people? All right, Trexler. All right, we know that event as the Dust Bowl, Next question for you is a science question, Hunters Creek. Identify the type of clouds that appear as high-level, feathery, banded structures. Dante.
Stratus clouds.
No, not stratus. Trexler? Samantha?
Cirrus clouds.
Cirrus is what we're looking for there. Okay. All right, next we have a geography question for you, Hunters Creek. With which southern state would one associate former governor and senator Huey P. Long, whose campaign promise, "Every Man a King," was also the title of his autobiography? Its capital is Baton Rouge. Nicia.
Louisiana.
Louisiana is correct. All right, your next question is a mathematics question. So pencil and paper ready, and I'll read the question twice, and you will have some extra time to come up with the answer. Find the sum of 3/4, 1/2, and 1/5, and express your answer as a decimal numeral. Again, find the sum of 3/4, 1/2, and 1/5, and express your answer as a decimal numeral. Brevin.
2.9.
That's incorrect. Trexler? Samantha?
1.9.
No, not 1.9. It is 1.45. 1.45. All right, next we have an English question for you, Hunters Creek. In English usage, reflexive ones are formed with the suffix self, and the collective group is used to replace nouns. What part of speech am I describing? All right, Trexler? All right, we're talking here about pronouns. Next, we have a literature question for you, Hunters Creek. Which American author and literary designer won a Caldecott Award for his book Polar Express that shares the adventures of a boy on a train ride to the North Pole? All right, Trexler? All right, that author is known by the name Chris Van Allsburg. All right, next and final question for you, Hunters Creek, in this round. If you are a member of the STEM club at your school, which 4 academic areas do you enjoy studying? Brevin.
Science, technology, ELA, and math.
That's incorrect. Trexler? Samantha.
Science, technology, engineering, and mathematics.
That's correct. Engineering instead of ELA. All right. Trexler, we're going to move down for you now, or to you now, for your 7 questions. And your first question is a literature question, Trexler. Medusa, the mythological creature with snakes for hair, was slain by which Greek hero? Hint, he also founded Mycenae, rescued Andromeda, and is considered the first hero. Samantha.
Perseus.
Perseus is correct. Next question for you, Trexler, is an English question. In the sentence, the surface of the sponge was covered in tiny pores, which made it even more absorbent. What is the correct spelling of the word pores? Samantha.
Pores.
That is correct. All right, next we have a math question for you. And it does involve some calculations, so pencil and paper ready. And I will read the question twice, and you have some extra time to come up with the answer. 2 acute vertical angles measure 2x plus 20 degrees and 3x minus 5 degrees. If each of the angles measures 70 degrees, what is the value of x? So again, 2 acute vertical angles measure 2x plus 20 degrees and 3x minus 5 degrees. If each of the angles measures 70 degrees, what is the value of x? Samantha.
25.
That is correct. X equals 25. All right, your next question is a geography question. Located on the western portion of the Scandinavian peninsula, this country is home to the famous Soresniva Igloo Hotel and has its capital at Oslo. Name this Scandinavian country known as the Land of the Midnight Sun. Lily.
Alaska.
And that's incorrect. Hunters Creek. Nisia?
Norway.
Norway is correct, right at the buzzer. All right, our next question for you, Trexler, is a science question. Found on Mars, which volcano is presently classified as the tallest in the solar system? Hunters Creek? All right, that is known as Olympic Mons on Mars. Next, we have a history question for you, Trexler. A mathematician, astronomer, and architect, this American designed the layout of Washington, D.C. in 1791. Who was this free African American with the initials BB? Hunters Creek? All right, that person is Benjamin Banneker. All right, our final question for our first round, Trexler, is a general trivia question. Which natural resource is the focus of Arbor Day in the United States? Samantha.
Trees.
Trees is correct. All right, and with that question, that is the end of our first round. We'll be right back with our score after this break.
Thank you. You got a king?
Go fish!
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today.
Welcome back to Middle School Academic Derby. After our first round, our score is Hunters Creek Middle School 4 and Trexler 12. We're going to now move into our bonus round where either team may buzz in and answer the question. If the question is answered correctly, there will be 4 bonus questions asked, the answers of which must be given to the captain of the team. We have some new team members, so let's introduce them now, beginning with Trexler Middle School.
Jolene Hutchison, 7th grade.
Haley Futrell, 8th grade.
Kazi Bedell, 6th grade.
Coronasso, 8th grade.
And now, Hunters Creek Middle School.
Joshua Fairley, 7th grade.
Claudia Murphy, 6th grade.
Ariana Brooks, 8th grade.
Jeremy Penton, 8th grade.
Okay. Now, Haley, you're the captain for your team. And Ariana, you're the captain for your team. Okay, let's go ahead and get our buzzers ready. And we will start with our first toss-up question. And it is a geography question. Located in Asia, this sea is about 25% salt and 9 times saltier than the oceans. Name it. Haley.
Dead Sea.
That is correct. All right, Trexler, here are your 4 bonus questions. Name the geographic feature that is described. Number 1, deepest and oldest freshwater lake in the world. Number 2, highest mountain range on Earth. Number 3, name of the highest mountain peak on Earth. And number 4, the highest mountain peak in Japan. All right, Haley?
1, we have Caspian Sea. For 2, we have Himalayas. For 3, we have Everest. And for 4, we have Mount Fuji.
Okay, number 2 and number 3 are correct. All right, Hunters Creek, anything for number 1 or number 4?
For number 1, we have Lake Superior. But for number 4, we have nothing.
Okay, that is incorrect. Number 1, Lake Baikal. And number 4, Mount Fujiyama. Mount Fujiyama. So there was a little more to the name than we had there. All right, next is a science toss-up question. Which type of ocean tide exhibits the least difference between high tide and low tide? All right, that is a neap tide and neap tide. All right, next we have an English toss-up question. Of the words famous, glorious, obscure, and distinguished, which one is not a synonym of the others? Jolene.
Obscure.
Obscure is correct. All right. Identify, and Trexler, these are your bonus questions. Identify the word in each group that is not a synonym of the others. Number 1, shrewd, candid, frank, and sincere. Number 2, juvenile, immature, antiquated, and youthful. Number 3, desolate, pleasant, forlorn, bleak. And number 4, docile, mutinous, rebellious, disobedient. All right, Haley.
For 1, we have sincere. For 2, we have antiquated. Whatever. 3, we have pleasant. And for 4, we have docile.
All right, 2, 3, and 4 are correct. Okay, Ariana, anything for number 1? No. Okay, shrewd was the one that didn't fit with the first group there. All right, we're going to move now to our next toss-up, which is a literature toss-up question. What collective name is used to designate books such as almanacs, atlases, and encyclopedias that provide a myriad of information on a variety of topics? Haley.
Volumes.
No, not volumes. Hunters Creek. All right, we know those as reference books. Reference books. Next, we have a trivia question for you. If you are completing an application to attend a summer academy, and the application requires that you enclose a SASE, what item would you include in your application? All right, what we're looking for there is a self-addressed stamped envelope. All right, Something we're seeing, I think, less and less of these days, that we need to do that. All right, next is a history toss-up question for you. Name the military unit of 130 ships that was defeated in 1588 in the Straits of Dover by English naval forces. Haley.
Spanish Navy.
That's incorrect. Hunters Creek. You're on the right path there, Haley. The Spanish Armada is the official name that we're looking for there. All right, next we have a science toss-up question for you. Provide the common name of the constellation whose scientific name is Lupus. Haley.
Sirius.
Incorrect. Hunters Creek. All right, Lupus, better known as the wolf. The wolf. Next, another literature toss-up question for you. During her lifetime, she published only 2 poems, but following her death, 6 volumes were put into print. Identify this American poet known as the Belle of Amherst, whose famous lines include, "Because I could not stop for death, he kindly stopped for me," and "If I can stop one heart from breaking, I shall not live in vain." Haley.
Dickinson.
That is correct, Emily Dickinson. All right, Trexler, here are your 4 bonus questions. I will give you the pen name or pseudonym of an author and the first letter of that author's given last name. You provide the real name of the author. Last names only are acceptable. Number 1, O. Henry. Number 2, Richard Bachman, and that last name begins with a K. Number 3, Diedrich Knickerbocker, last name begins with an I. Number 4, Poor Richard, and that last name begins with an F. And for the first one, O. Henry, last name begins with a P. All right, Haley?
For 1, we have Pierce. We have nothing for 2 and 3. And for 4, we have Franklin.
Number 4 is correct. All right. Hunters Creek, anything for 1, 2, or 3? All right. O. Henry is the pen name of William Sidney Porter. Richard Bachman was the pen name of Stephen King. And Diedrich Knickerbocker was the pen name of Washington Irving. All right. Next, we have another geography toss-up question. In the United States, much of the food we eat is grown by large corporate businesses, but in other countries, entire communities are completely dependent upon their financial support from agriculture or farming endeavors. What adjective that begins with the letters AG describes these communities? Haley.
Agricultural.
No, that's not correct. Hunters Creek. Okay, the word we're looking for to describe that is agrarian. Agrarian. So Haley, on the right path there again, but looking for a different word that we had. Okay. All right, our next toss-up question is going to be a music question. In playing both piano and guitar, what name is used to designate the playing of 3 or more notes simultaneously? Jeremy.
Arpeggio.
No, not an arpeggio. Trexler? Haley?
Chord.
Chord is what we're looking for there. Okay. All right, Trexler, here are your 4 bonus questions. Identify each term or idea from music. Number 1, kind of note that gets 1 beat in 4/4 time. Number 2, type of note that is neither sharp nor flat. Number 3, when notes are written above or below the staff, what type of line is used? And number 4, musical term that indicates a gradual increase in loudness. All right, Haley.
For 1, we have quarter note. For 2, we have natural. For 3, we have nothing. And for 4, we have crescendo.
1, 2, and 4 are correct. Ariana, anything for number 3?
For number 3, we have ledger line.
That is correct. All right. And that sound tells us that we have come to the end of our second round. Please stay tuned for our lightning round coming up next. We'll be right back after this break.
They're coming. Places, everybody.
Light check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Everything looks good on our end.
And lights.
Come alive with the forest. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Welcome back to Middle School Academic Derby Lightning Round. The score at the end of our second round is Hunters Creek 6 and Trexler 38. We're going to meet our new team members now, starting with Trexler Middle School.
Isabel Solomon, 6th grade.
Tyler Martin, 8th grade.
Michaela Selby, 7th grade.
And now our new player from Hunters Creek.
John Lottis, 8th grade.
All right. Now for our lightning round, we're going to be asking a series of 20 questions in 2 minutes. You must wait until I call your name before you answer, and incorrect answers will give points to the other team. And be sure in this round, guys, to speak nice and clear and loud so I can hear you, and we'll be good to go. Okay? Everybody ready? Go ahead and get your buzzers. And I will tell you that all of the answers in this round include a double P. Double P will be in each of the answers for this round. Fruit named in the nickname of New York City. Michaela.
Apple.
Correct. 1964 film starring Julie Andrews as a nanny. Haley.
Mary Poppins.
Correct. U.S. state whose postal abbreviation is MS. Haley.
Mississippi.
Correct. English meaning of the French for hors d'oeuvre. John.
Appetizer?
Correct. River-dwelling African mammal related to the pig. Ariana.
Hippopotamus.
Correct. Table of additional matter at the end of a book. Time. Mountain range that the Blue Ridge is a part of. Haley.
Appalachian.
Correct. Coffee prepared with espresso and steamed milk. Haley.
Cappuccino.
Correct. Metal used for wiring, orange in color. Haley.
Copper.
Correct. A small wave or a series of surface waves. John.
Ripple?
Correct. Salt and Tyler.
Pepper.
Correct. Slide fastener used on clothing. Tyler.
Zipper.
Correct. Evening meal. Ariana.
Supper.
Correct. Young dog. Ariana.
Puppy.
Correct. When looking for a job, you need to fill out an Haley.
Application.
Correct. Burger King sells a hamburger called the Haley.
Whopper.
Correct. A blue semi-precious gemstone. Haley.
Sapphire.
Correct. Group of 7 stars in the constellation Ursa. Haley.
Big Dipper.
Correct. Whales, dolphins, turtles, and penguins have these. Haley.
Flippers.
Correct. And at the end of an enjoyable performance, the audience. Haley.
Applauds.
Correct. All right, and that is our time and our questions. Good job. We had one question that did not get an answer, and that was the table of additional matter at the end of a book, which is the appendix at the end of a book. That was great. That ends our final round. We'll be right back with our final score after this break. Please stay tuned.
They said I couldn't dream. Called me a piece of trash and swore that's all I'd ever be. Said a bottle couldn't see the ocean. Give up. Go back to the dumpster. But I didn't listen. I made my way. And now, I am what I've always wanted to be.
Welcome back. Our final score for today's match is Hunters Creek 16 and Trexler 66. We'd like to thank you for joining us on Middle School Academic Derby, and for all of us at Onslow County Schools, thanks for watching and have a good evening.
Why I teach. I teach because every day is different. Every day is a challenge, and every day brings something new to the table where I get to experience all kinds of different people, help all kinds of different students, hopefully not just in language arts, but in life as well. And that's why I originally got into teaching, was because I want to help people and hopefully spread a love of literature.
Why career and technical education? Career and technical education gives high school students a head start on preparing for college and their careers. Onslow County Schools offers 3 technology towers that provide students with unique experiences in small learning communities. Southwest High School's new shop facilities provide the core foundation of the Advanced Automotive and Transportation Technology Tower. Students who are interested in automobiles, motorcycles, and other types of engine repair and design have hands-on training working with the latest tools and technology in the industry and can earn valuable certifications in the process that will make them job ready by graduation. Jacksonville High School is home to the Advanced Construction Technology Tower. Courses offered include carpentry, blueprint reading, and electrical trades. In fact, the newly expanded electrical trade shop allows students to develop skills that construction industries require when hiring. As demand increases for workers in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics-based careers, Northside High School rises to the occasion with the Advanced Applied Technologies Tower. Courses such as alternative energy, architectural design, biotechnology, digital electronics, and robotics provide students the opportunity to delve deep into engineering and technology issues and provide real-world working experiences. Students, while still in high school, can acquire technology skills, making them knowledgeable and competent even before they complete a more formal education in these fields. The technology towers are not the only thing great about CTE. In fact, CTE students have higher graduation rates and college enrollment rates than non-CTE students. So why CTE? Why not CTE? Career and technology education, not just a head start, but education that works for Onslow County students.
Welcome to Middle School Academic Derby. I'm Brent Anderson, and I'll be your moderator for today's match between the Bears from Newbridge Middle School and the Mariners from Dixon Middle School. Let's get started today by meeting our team members, beginning with our team from Newbridge Middle School, coached by Angie Bender.
Logan Barra, 8th grade.
Luca Kasai, 8th grade.
Katie Komorski, 6th grade.
Connor Walston, 7th grade.
And now our team from Dixon Middle School, coached by Patty Brown.
James Benegakis, 6th grade.
Joey Vela, 7th grade.
Chaz Hardy, 8th grade.
Allison Cowan, 8th grade.
Now in our first round, we're going to ask 7 questions to each team. If the first team doesn't answer, the second team will have a chance at the same question. After the first team has heard all their questions and had a chance to answer, the second team will have the same opportunity. We're going to begin this round with our team on the top row, which is Dixon Middle School. So Dixon, go ahead and get your buzzers ready. And your first question for this round is an American history question. Prior to the invention of the rifle, which long-barreled gun was used predominantly in the infantry? Joey.
The musket.
The musket is correct. All right, next we have a science question for you, Dixon. Ladderback, pileated, downy, and red-headed are all varieties of which common bird found in the United States? Okay, Newbridge. Logan.
The cardinal.
That's incorrect. The woodpecker. The woodpecker is what we're looking. All right, next, Dixon, we have a math question for you, and it is going to involve some computation. So go ahead and get pencil and paper ready. I'll read the question twice, and you have some extra time to come up with an answer. Solve the equation 2x minus 9 equals 35 for x. Again, solve the equation 2x minus 9 equals 35. Chaz.
X equals 22.
Oh, that's incorrect. Newbridge. Luca.
X equals 23.
23 is the correct answer. Okay. All right, our next question, Dixon, is a music question. Identify the 19th century Polish composer and pianist who popularized the slowing down or speeding up of a tempo for musical effect called tempo rubato. His initials are FC. All right, Newbridge. All right, that composer is Frederick Chopin. All right, next we have a literature question for you, Dixon. Published in 1852, this American novel describes the lives of slaves. What is the name of this anti-slavery work that sees the title character killed after he falls victim to Simon Legree? Chaz.
Uncle Tom's Cabin.
That is correct. Next, we have an English question for you, Dixon. Change one word in the following sentence in order to correct the usage error. I've never seen anyone play the violin as good as Mindy does. All right, Newbridge? Logan?
Change good to well.
That is correct. Change good to well. All right. And our final question for you in this round, Dixon, is an American history question. Let's go ahead and reset that buzzer. There we go. American history question for you, Dixon. At which California site was the first gold nugget discovery made in 1848 that sparked the California gold rush of 1849? Joey.
Sacramento.
Oh, that's incorrect. Newbridge? All right, you were in the ballpark with the S. It is Sutter's Mill. Sutter's Mill is the place we were looking for in California. All right, Newbridge, we're going to move now to your 7 questions, and your first question is a language arts question. In the sentence, the Hoover Vacuum Cleaner Company was the result of James Spangler's suction sweeper invention in 1907, what is the correct spelling of the word vacuum? Logan.
VACUUM.
That is correct. All right, next question for you is a trivia question. Hailed in 1988 as the first African-American woman to win 4 Olympic medals, she was dubbed with the unique nickname FloJo and fastest woman of all time. Who was she? All right, Dixon. Chaz.
Wilma Rudolph.
That's incorrect. Florence Griffith Joyner, hence the Flo-Jo, combining the first and last names there. All right, Newbridge, you have a science question. Here it is. While roots support and anchor a plant, what part of the plant includes the leaves, twigs, branches, reproductive structures, and fruit, and is a synonym for a monarch's head adornment? Luca.
The crown.
The crown is correct, right as the bell rang. Good. All right, Newbridge, your next question is a government question. In government practice, these tactics of delay are often used to prevent the passing of legislation. Identify this four-syllable noun. Dixon? All right, not used that often, but it is a filibuster, Next, we have a math question for you. So go ahead and get pencil and paper ready, and I will read the question twice and have some extra time to come up with the answer. If the first term of an arithmetic sequence is 3, and the common difference is positive 5, what is the fourth term? Again, if the first term of an arithmetic sequence is 3, and the common difference is positive 5, what is the fourth term? Luca.
23.
23 is incorrect. Dixon? Allison?
18.
18 is the correct answer. All right. Next, we have a literature question for you, Newbridge. In which 2013 Ian Colfer novel do a teenaged FBI agent and a young orphan trained as an assassin travel back and forth between Victorian and contemporary London via a wormhole? All right, Dixon? All right, and the name of that novel is Warp, the Reluctant Assassin. All right, and our final question for this round is a world geography question, Newbridge. In land area, which of these 7 continents is nearly 4 times the size of the continental United States? Luca.
Asia.
That is incorrect. Dixon? Joey.
Africa.
Africa is the correct answer there. Okay. And that is the end of our first round. We'll be right back with our score after these messages.
People think I'm trash, but they're wrong. Today I'm just an aluminum can, but one day I could be a stadium.
Welcome back to Middle School Academic Derby. After our first round, we've got a very close match. We are tied with Dixon 8 and Newbridge 8. We're going to move now into our bonus round where either team may buzz in and answer the question. If the question is answered correctly, there will be 4 bonus questions asked, the answer of which must be given to the captain of the team. We have some new team members, so let's introduce them now, beginning with our team from Newbridge Middle School.
Hi, I'm Ian Hudson, and I'm from the 6th grade.
Joshua Larimore, 8th grade.
Zoe McDowell, 6th grade.
Megan Ochoa, 7th grade.
And now our new players from Dixon Middle School.
Alex Fisher, 6th grade.
Havian Hayes, 7th grade.
Scott Miller, 8th grade.
All right. Now, Joshua, you're the captain for your team, and Allison, you're the captain for your team. Okay. Let's go ahead and get our buzzers ready, and we will begin with our first question in this round, which is an English question. Identify the noun that begins with a B, which refers to 2 leather flaps on either side of the bridle that prevent a horse from seeing to either side. All right, that is a B for blinders, blinders. All right, next we have a math toss-up question. So pencil and paper is ready, And I will read the question twice, and as in our first round, you'll have some extra time to come up with the answer. Evaluate the expression 5a squared b squared c for a equals 2, b equals 3, and c equals -1. Again, evaluate the expression 5a squared b squared c for a equals 2, b equals 3, and c equals -1. Joshua.
180.
That is incorrect. Allison.
17.
That is incorrect also. -180. -180 is what we were looking for there. All right, our next toss-up question is a geography question. Which South American city is the primary setting for the musical Evita and is also the capital of Argentina? Alex.
Paraguay.
That is incorrect. Joshua?
Buenos Aires.
Buenos Aires is correct. Okay. Newbridge, here are your 4 bonus questions. Name the capital of each of the following South American countries. Number 1, Brazil. Number 2, Colombia. Number 3, Peru. And number 4, Chile. All right, Joshua?
For number 1, we have Brazil. For number 2, we have Bogota. And for number 3, we have Lima.
Can you repeat number 1?
Brazil.
Okay, number 2 and number 3 are correct. All right, anything, Dixon, for number 1 or number 4?
No.
All right, we're looking for number 1 there for Brazil. Brasilia is the correct answer. And Santiago for number 4 is the capital of Chile. All right. Next, we have a science question for you as a toss-up. Of mammals, reptiles, amphibians, birds, or fish, to which group does the skink belong? Allison.
Reptile.
Skink is a reptile. All right. Dixon, here are your 4 bonus questions. Using the 5 groups from the previous question, classify each animal into the group into which it belongs. Number 1, capybara. Number 2, newt. Number 3, Gila monster. And number 4, macaw. All right, Allison.
Number 1, we have mammal. Number 2, we have amphibian. Number 3, we have reptile. And number 4, we have bird.
And those are all correct. All right. Moving now to our next toss-up question, which is a history toss-up question. Not only was he in office during the tragedy and triumph at the Alamo, he was also our 7th president. Name him. Scott.
Andrew Jackson.
Andrew Jackson is correct. Okay, Dixon, here are your bonus questions. Identify each president associated with each event or idea. Number 1, Teapot Dome scandal. Number 2, 14 points. Number 3, War of 1812. And number 4, Lewis and Clark's expedition. All right, Allison.
Number 1, we have Nixon. Number 3, we have Adams. And number 4, we have Jefferson.
Number 4 is correct. Okay, Joshua, anything for number 1, 2, or 3?
No, sir.
All right. Teapot Dome scandal is associated with Warren G. Harding. Woodrow Wilson had the 14 points. And James Madison was president during the War of 1812. All right, our next toss-up question is a literature question. Which classic novel features young Jodie Baxter facing the loss of his pet deer because it is eating the family's food? All right. The Yearling is the novel we're looking for there. All right, next we have a music toss-up question for you. Derived from Italian, meaning, quote, in the manner of the chapel, end quote, which type of choral performance is sung without musical accompaniment? Megan.
Acapella.
Acapella is correct. All right, Newbridge, here are your 4 bonus questions. Identify each term from music. Number 1, musical term that indicates a piece is to be played slowly. Number 2, sign at the beginning of a staff used to indicate the pitch on that staff. Number 3, letters that represent the 2 most common clefs. And number 4, name for the first violinist of an orchestra who may assist the conductor. Okay, Joshua?
For number 1, we have ritardando. For number 2, we have sharps and flats. And for number 3, we have F and G.
Number 3 is correct. Okay, Dixon, anything for 1, 2, or 4?
For number 2, we have clef.
Okay, anything else?
No.
All right. The musical term indicating a piece is to be played slowly is adagio. And for number 4, the name of that first violinist who may assist the conductor is the concert master. All right. Our next toss-up question is a mathematics toss-up question. And it is not a computation question. Okay, so we're just going to read it, so listen closely. So it's more about what I'm saying than having to compute anything. If you use the formula P equals 2L plus 2W, what specific quantity for which polygon can you find? Okay, and that is the formula to find the perimeter of a rectangle. Perimeter of a rectangle. And that sound tells us that we have come to the end of our second round. Please stay tuned for our lightning round and our score after this break.
They're coming. Places, everybody.
Light check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Everything looks good on our end.
And lights.
Come alive with the forest. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Welcome back to the Middle School Academic Derby Lightning Round. At the end of our second round, our score is Dixon 24 and Newbridge 18. We have some new team members, so let's meet them, and they are both from Newbridge Middle School.
Jude Morton, 8th grade.
Alan Lucatero, 7th grade.
All right. Now for our lightning round, we're going to be asking a series of 20 questions in 2 minutes. You must wait until I call your name before you give an answer, and any incorrect answers will give points to the other team. So go ahead and pick your buzzers up, and we're going to get started, and I'll let you know that all of the answers for this round begin with the letter M. The letter M. Insect that carries viruses. Jude.
Mosquito.
Correct. Powerful and able to control others. A genie. Scott.
Mind control?
Incorrect. What likes cheese and hates cats? Jude.
Mouse.
Correct. Unpleasant, warm, and humid. Chaz.
Musky.
Incorrect. Quiet, gentle, submissive, and easily imposed on. Time? No, Joshua?
Minuscule.
Incorrect. Add, subtract, divide, and Chaz.
Multiply.
Correct. Having no purpose or reason. Time. Priests who were called the wise men from the east. Ian.
Monks.
Incorrect. U.S. President in office during the War of 1812. Jude.
Matthew.
Incorrect. Mammal whose young are nursed in a pouch. Joey.
Marsupial.
Correct. Woodrow Wilson's vice president. Time. Colorless, odorless, highly flammable natural gas. Chaz.
Carbon monoxide.
Incorrect. Past participle of meant. Time. Hebrew patriarch who changed a staff into a snake. Jude.
Moses.
Correct. Ability to do more than one thing at a time. Scott.
Multitasking.
Correct. A dark brownish red color, also a rock band. Joshua.
Maroon.
Correct. Parasitic shrub used as a Christmas decoration to prompt kisses. Chaz.
Mistletoe.
Correct. 5,280 feet is one. Joey.
Mile.
Correct. Dead body preserved by embalming. Jude.
Mummy.
Correct. And to think deeply. Joshua.
Meditate.
That is correct. All right, and that is 20 questions. All right, so let's see. A master has the powerful or is powerful and able to control others, and a genie has one of these. So the genie has the master. Muggy is unpleasant, warm, and humid. Meek is quiet, gentle, submissive, and easily imposed upon. Magi were the wise men from the east. Madison was our president during the War of 1812, and we had that bonus question that might have tipped you off to that one. Marshall was Woodrow Wilson's vice president. Methane was the colorless, odorless, highly flammable natural gas. Mean is the past participle of meant. And I think that was everything that we didn't get an answer to. All right. So that ends our final round. We'll be right back with our final score after this break. Please stay tuned.
They said I couldn't dream. Called me a piece of trash and swore that's all I'd ever be. Said a bottle couldn't see the ocean. Give up. Go back to the dumpster. But I didn't listen. I made my way. And now, I am what I've always wanted to be.
Welcome back. Our final score for today's match was a very close one. Dixon Middle School 40 and Newbridge Middle School 36. We'd like to thank you for joining us on Academic Derby, and for all of us at Onslow County Schools, have a good evening.